Christmas Day, the end of Christmas Day, last few minutes here in Central Time Zone, and there's no peace in sight, only war. No peace on earth. War on earth seems to be the manner of the day. It's escalating. It's escalating rapidly in the very land that Jesus Christ came from on this day that we like to recognize his birth. So, guys, bear in mind what's happening here. There's several things happening here. For one, the Israelis are expectant, and in fact, Iran has said they will take action in revenge for their Iranian Revolutionary Guard commander, Saeed Razi Mousavi, who was taken out by Israeli strike in Syria. So it's turned out that Iran has said they will strike back over this. So this is a clear escalation between Israel and Iran. But not only that, but a lot of other things have happened. The U.S. has just struck back at Iranian-backed Hezbollah forces in Iraq because 3 U.S. servicemen were hit on Christmas Day and one critically wounded. And the United States has struck back on that. Not only that, but the Iranians apparently are directly involved in some of these strikes on shipping, like one in the Indian Sea. But they are, of course, apparently directing the Houthis in their attacks in the Red Sea. And these attacks have also escalated in spite of the fact that we're out there with our forces supposedly trying to block these attacks. This has escalated. And on top of that, Bethlehem had no Christmas. Bethlehem, the birthplace of Christ, there was no Christmas there. In fact, the nativity scene there had been bombed out. This is a sad time, my friends. Not only that, but in New York City, apparently, Christmas celebrations were stopped by Palestinian protest. So, guys, this is getting serious. This is like end time stuff. I don't know, guys. This is just off the charts what's happening. No peace on earth. War on earth. No peace in sight. That's what we're heading for, guys. So I'm going to go more into this. I'm just kind of giving you the it's not if, it's when. Well, we're getting there. That when looks like it's right on the cusp of happening. And I'm expecting 2024 is not going to be a pretty year, my friends. I'm going to do a special on 2024 coming up soon. But 2024 is not looking good. It is not looking good at all. So my voice is heard in Ramallah weeping the great. Oh, okay. I had a prophecy there. All right, so guys, this is very serious. It's escalating. There is no sign of de-escalation. In fact, the head of the Hamas group has basically said no compromise, no peace. And on top of that, Israel is also striking into the West Bank. There's a refugee camp there called Jenin that they've hit that apparently is. I'm gonna go back to all these topics that is considered, by the Palestinians to be a primary site for them. But you know what? The Al Jazeera framed that as if it was an attack on Bethlehem itself. Jenin refugee camp is way north of Bethlehem, so I don't know. Al Jazeera was being a little bit less than absolutely straightforward on that, in my humble opinion. So, but whatever the case is, guys, there's nothing pretty here. Nothing pretty at all. I'm going to go back to your comments here in a minute. So let's take it back from the top here. If a lot of you guys are just joining, I just did a quick pre-summary of what's happening. So the Iranian state-owned media actually confirmed the death of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard commander, Saeed Razi Mousavi. Of course, he was identified as a senior advisor in Syria. He's one of their top commanders. Actually, he is the commander, apparently, of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. So you can expect, as Iran said they would strike back, they will. So this is huge. This is, Iran actually said, they vowed that Iran would Iran said that and vowed that Israel would pay for this guy's demise. So you can expect something to come of this. So Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi read in a statement on TV the following. He said, undoubtedly, the usurper and savage Zionist regime will pay for this crime. This action is another sign of frustration, helplessness, and inability of the occupying Zionist regime. That's how they put that stuff, guys. So this is definitely one more step in the escalation. See, that's the problem with all these wars. Nothing de-escalates. We are heading, well, not until a war really hits the crescendo. We are at war. Israel's at war. And these people have put us into it. We've got into it. You got to remember, Iran calls America the Great Satan. Not Israel, America. And you got to also remember that the Houthis call for both death of America and death to Israel in their national chant, which is like their national anthem. They say, God is great, death to America, death to Israel. And they mean America first. So they already have it in for us. And there's not much we're going to do to change it. Packers won. We're good for you, Marvin. All right. No, nothing to worry about. The Packers won, huh? All right, guys. So we can all go back to sleep. Guys, if this doesn't get you the idea you need to be prepping, this is what I bring this news to you for. So you can have your eyes wide open, your head on the swivel, so you can get ready for the things to come. And I highly suggest you to get ready and prep yourself. Check out prepwithgreg.com. Prepwithgreg.com. It's got a special right now. You get $60 off a 4-week supply of emergency food that will last you 25 years. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2,000 calories a day. Now, that's a month's supply of that, but that's a start, and you get it for $177. It cost me that much in a week, almost, in the grocery store. So, excuse me. But this is what you need, guys. You need to have long-term food storage and ability to plant seeds. You need both. Nuclear winter, you might not be able to plant seeds. You may be bugging out at first. This stuff is easy to bury in a cache spot because it's sealed buckets. The packages in it are sealed. And it's also easy to carry. So I highly suggest that you look into that, guys. Prepwithgreg.com. They got a lot of other prepping supplies there if you're not interested in their long-term food. So just check it out, prepwithgreg.com. And you can click on the My Patriot Supply logo when you go there. All right, enough said for all that. So actually, this Israeli airstrike that took out Saeed Razi Mousavi occurred in the capital of Syria. It was actually on Damascus itself. There's a lot of prophecies saying Damascus will one day no longer exist. We may be heading there in a hurry. You might remember it was the road to Damascus that certain Saul saw Jesus Christ, and it changed his life so much he changed his name to Paul, the Apostle Paul. I was talking about that a little bit earlier today in another video, talking about humility. I highly encourage you guys to watch that video because it's only got 800-something people watched it. You got to be kidding me. Come on, guys. That's a good, important life lesson. There's a lot more to life than the news that's going on. That's what everybody wants to watch. We don't know what's happening. But you need to also get perspective set, so that helps too. You got to stay centered with the things that are coming at us. Okay, so let's keep talking about this stuff. What else is happening? Like I said, the U.S. launched airstrikes today, Christmas Day, because on Christmas Day, 3 Americans were hit, and in our air base out there in Iraq, and it critically injured 1. It injured 3, but it critically injured 1. And we struck back at the Hezbollah forces there. It's called the Kataib, K-A-T-A-I-B. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce it, Hezbollah terror group. And this was announced today by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. He announced those airstrikes. It was also, Kirby, the spokesman, was on TV talking about that stuff too. I expect he's out there talking this stuff constantly. So these announcements have come out. It happened. President Biden himself directed it. after much, hesitation. So what's happening here, guys? Hey, Lady Daggerstadt, it's good to see you in the house. Let's hear it. So today's attacks, according to Austin, he says today's attacks led to 3 injuries to U.S. personnel, leaving 1 service member in critical condition. My prayers are with these brave Americans who were injured. So that's what he said. He said, today, at President Biden's request, U.S. military forces conducted the necessary and proportionate strikes on 3 facilities, used by the Kataib, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right again, Kataib, it's got a, we might say, that might be the English way of saying it, but I'm sure it's got some other Arabic pronunciation, Hezbollah, and affiliated groups in Iraq. So there's other strikes there. It's just 3 locations. These precision strikes are in response to a series of attacks against U.S. personnel in Iraq and Syria by Iranian-sponsored militias, including an attack by Iranian, including Kataib, Hezbollah, and affiliated groups on the Erbil Air Base earlier today, and intended to disrupt and degrade capabilities of the Iran-aligned militia groups directly responsible. So there you are, guys. This is what they're saying. This is what's happening, and this is just a further escalation. Like I'm telling you guys, this stuff is escalating. We're getting more and more involved, and it's getting deeper. Now, I've questioned in the past, why are we even in Iraq? Why are we even in, especially Syria of all places? Supposedly it's to stop ISIS. Really, the Russians would stop ISIS because ISIS is a direct threat to what's his name? I'm getting brain lock right now. The head of Syria itself. I know his name. I'm getting brain lock at the moment, guys. I've said it a zillion times on this channel. Assad. Anwar Assad. It's a case that you could argue the United States was kind of behind some of the stuff coming about over there, including ISIS and ISIS-related groups. So certainly we I don't know. That's what some people think. Some people claim. I got to be careful what I say on this channel. So Bashar al-Assad. Thank you, Colonel Cole. Colonel Cole's in the house. Thank you. No, I got the Assad right. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for that. I was getting brain lock real serious. Colonel Cole set me right. Thank you. I'm glad to see you in the house, Colonel Cole. Bashar al-Assad. Exactly. Thank you. All right. So, happy Noel. Matt. El means God. No, El means happy. No God. Yeah, what are you saying there, bud? Yeah. Anyway, 1930, it was a tourist. I was a tourist in Bethlehem. Long bottom line, a young man screamed at me in front of the Church of the Nativity. First the Saturday people and then all the Sunday people. Oh, Lord. I'm not even going to repeat that, but, basically talk about termination. Not good. Oh, Fort Bragg, good to see you in the house. Ready for the duffel bag drag. Yeah, buddy, I hear you. But Colonel Cole know what you're talking about. So, anyway, guys. So, if you don't think this is serious, I don't know what you're thinking. I really don't know what you're thinking. But, more news. That's not. Hey, well, I'm going to come back to that. Well, I will do it now. The Ukrainians have taken down like 5 Russian jets, and so Russia's actually backing off of this jet some. Let's see, I've got things just aren't coming through here. But, like I said, the Jenin refugee camp was struck in the West Bank by Israel today on, again, Christmas Day. Kind of escalating what's going on there. Al Jazeera posed it as if it were an attack on Bethlehem. Bethlehem is a good bit to the south of the Jenin refugee camp. However, like I said earlier, the nativity scene in Bethlehem has been bombed out. And Al Jazeera is saying, "Oh, this sends a powerful message. I think they probably meant positive from their perspective of solidarity with Gaza. Well, Christians in Gaza, guys. And so, that's what does that mean? You know, it's kind of a sad statement overall. All this warfare, how everybody's been played against each other, and the tragic consequences of it. But, you know, once that event happened on the 7th of October, there's probably no going back. That was horrendous, and a lot of the media tends to ignore that. That was horrendous, and how do you go back from that? I mean, some people just want to ignore it. Can you just ignore what happened on the 7th of October? You tell me. Vegas is in the house. Okay, VA disrupted 100% after two. VA disabled after 2 tours in Vietnam. Wow. Okay, shot down in a UH-1. Okay, that's no fun. Merry Christmas, all you swivel-head peeps. Hey, Granny. I'm going to read through the messages a little bit more in a moment. I'm a little behind on that, so I'm just trying to get through the news first, guys. I catch a few things, but mainly I plan to come back to it. So, and it's not just Bethlehem. Christmas is canceled. Apparently in New York City, as Palestinian protesters stormed Manhattan. And I'm hearing this is happening in other cities. So, anyway, this is all a tragedy, guys. But Israel has also increased their fire on southern Gaza. They told everybody in northern Gaza to evacuate to southern Gaza. Well, now they're going after southern Gaza. So it's all picking up. UN says there's no let up in Israeli airstrikes in Gaza. Well, we know that. But the Jerusalem Post came out and actually put out an article claiming that the Sinai has something like 3% as many people as there are Gazans. It's got 315 or more times more land area than Gaza. And someone suggesting that it's a good place for the Gazans to go. They're claiming that it is really a geographical extension of Israel. If you look on the map, I'll see where they claim that. But the peace deal between Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin that was negotiated by Jimmy Carter gave Sinai back to Egypt. Egypt had captured it in a previous war. Israel had recaptured it. And then Israel gave it back to Egypt. But Egypt don't want any Gazans going to their territory. But something's got to be done. There were some pro-Palestinian protesters who disrupted a televised Christmas carol event down here, but they were soon rounded up by the police. Wow, even in Australia. See, guys, nobody in the world is immune from what's going on right now. This is happening in Australia. It's happening in Europe. It's happening everywhere. This is worldwide. We're talking world war. And it's going to be, Russia's in it. The whole 7th of October was like a birthday gift of Vladimir Putin. The Chinese are laughing their heads off and just hoping we keep intercepting all these Houthi missiles, because those interceptors are less missiles we're going to have to deal with them should we get into it with China over a war in the South China Sea, where they attack or get into it with the Philippines. So we absolutely have an ironclad treaty to defend, or if we get into it with them over Taiwan, or who knows, China may just go after everything. They may go after Japan, and they may use Korea to their advantage also to go after South Korea, and just to try to overwhelm us. And maybe North Korea would attack Japan too. So they apparently would overwhelm us as much as they could. Of course, they got enough sleeper cells in America to take us to our knees, taking down our power grid and a lot of our military infrastructure, which is already pre-hacked, guys, pre-hacked. And they have no biolabs here, though. Thank God, really? No biolabs? Yeah, right. So we don't even know what they got here. But, But their border is so safe. Nobody's coming across our border. What are we worried about? Yeah, right, guys. So this is what I'm telling you about. This is when you got to worry. This ain't gonna be like World War I or World War II, where it all occurred overseas, across the pond. It's gonna be right here. This is when you got to be aware more than ever. This is why you got to be ready. I've been telling you guys about this for a long time. And folks are just now waking up to it. Suddenly you get all kind of news. Oh yeah, look what so-and-so just discovered. I've been telling you this stuff for years on this channel. It's not new news. I've been talking about it from the inception of this channel practically. Ever since I started talking about power grid, which is pretty close to the inception of this channel because somebody discovered I'd ran 2 power grid defense conferences, probably because they remember me talking about them, promoting them on Leak Project, among other things, on my website and other such things. But yes, that's how I got started on YouTube, on Leak Project, promoting defense of our power grid. So, because I run 2 conferences. So, I'm connected in these communities. I know what's going on in these regards. That's how I got Dr. Peter Vincent Pry and a lot of other people on this channel way back, including Ambassador Hank Cooper, who was the head of the Strategic Defense Initiative Organization, a top-level Pentagon organization under Ronald Reagan. So I've had some high hitters in this channel, and we'll bring you some more guys. But this is just to bring you information so you'll know that we're serious. You got to get ready. But I do believe we need to take preemptive actions when we can. Anyway, so the latest news out is that Iran-backed forces are widening their attacks on commercial shipping. And this come out in the Wall Street Journal. That's an article in the Wall Street Journal. And it says, Houthis pose latest threat to Washington efforts to contain war in Gaza. Yeah, it's not happening, guys. It's getting broader, bigger. This is why I'm warning you. This is growing. There is no sign of turning back at this point. And of course, what's the head of Hamas say? He's been silent ever since 7 October. He's finally come out and made himself public. And this guy, he's come out and said, he is, what's this guy's name? Yahya, WAHYA, is that pronounced Yahya? Something like yo-yo. Yahya Sinwar. And he's come out and said Hamas faces unprecedented battle against Israel. But, he's not ready to make no peace, guys. This is going to go on. Neither is Israel. Neither one of them are ready for any peace at this point. There's no peace on earth, war on earth. That's why I titled this thing this. So, all right, we'll change the news here. There's other news. You guys, everybody worried about global warming, global heating. Beijing has just set records for the longest cold wave in that city in modern history. Now, if you are Chinese and you're in China or Chinese outside of China, you ain't gonna be listening to my channel. If you're in China, I'm censored. But if you just happen to be outside of China and you're listening to this and you're Chinese, isn't there something that your belief systems, your traditions tell you that when the weather turns against your government, your people, your country, especially the capital city, that's an indicator that the powers in charge have expired their license. It's like if you get too many floods, too cold weather. Yeah, Beijing got really flooded this year, and the CCP went to great lengths to hide it because they know that's the cultural aspect of the Chinese people, is that when that happens, it means that their time in power has expired according to the higher powers. So maybe that's a lesson, guys. You need to think about that. Of course, Xi Jinping might come after me for saying it. Well, yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Santa's not scared. Anyway, so, Lord, guys. Powell, every day. There you go. So, even the Go Cities are in their solar event. New growing areas. The Go Cities are really strange, guys. White Christmas, nice. Yeah, White Christmas in Beijing. How about that? Yeah, that's saying something too, isn't it? Yeah, they're also trying to contain their Christian population and tell them to keep themselves well regulated because they don't want any threat to the power of the CCP. And that's the only reason they ever went into Falun Gong, because the Falun Gong was getting too popular. And it wasn't exactly in line with following the CCP. I mean, they were apolitical at first, but then they got targeted by Xi Jinping and for his own little power and aggrandizement, and have since found themselves subject to I don't know how to say this on this platform. Let's say certain procedures upon live people, or something in them gets given to somebody else that's alive or stolen. I don't know. I gotta be careful. I'm going too far here. But anyway, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, just expect. Why would that group be in love with the CCP? We know they're not, and why should they be? Anyway, so guys, other things to bear in mind is that it's come out that the economic impact on Britain's near zero climate policies has been very consequential for the British. Their energy costs have went greatly up, and they've got nothing back for it to speak of. And it's come out that in Just the News, which is a little news site online, you can check out the article. I would highly encourage you guys to check out. Is named that Economic Impact of Britain's Net Zero Climate Policies Serve as a Warning for America. Check that out, guys. But it's really pointing out how we're heading down the road. We're going to be just impacted very big by cost. It's going to cost us a lot going to this new Green Deal, the net zero. And the other thing is, we're going to have a lot harder time doing this. You know why? It's turned out that all this immigration in the United States is going to impact our ability to reach net zero, because suddenly our energy needs are going greatly up. But not just net United States, we're talking net planet, because people are moving from countries where they use very little energy to countries that use a lot of energy. Now, I'm not really once concerned about all this carbon footprint so much and all this stuff that they're blowing air about, because of the advice I've gotten from climate scientists such as Dr. Roy Spencer and Dr. John Christie, who are the guys who monitor global satellite temperatures. And they're quite involved in the models and understanding of weather, and they tell me that this stuff is greatly overblown. In fact, I was on the other side of the spectrum, and they pulled me away from that way of thinking. They corrected me. The world's top climate research scientist, okay, guys? So, it's kind of hard to argue with that for me. But anyway, but it wasn't just that's not true. They gave me a very long technical explanation, which I'm not going to go into right now. Maybe I'm hoping to get John Spencer on my channel here. He's in Huntsville, Alabama. So, but the thing is that if you're really counting carbon and it's changing our whole economy, and you're so worried about in the world, then why are you taking people from countries that aren't using carbon? You send them to countries where they will use a lot more carbon, and tell me that's not going to help. So for those that are supporting the idea of wide open borders, you are directly supporting increase in carbon usage. Bottom line. But they really don't care, because the total objective is to get so many people in the United States from so many countries that we don't know we're American anymore. We lose sight of our values. We don't identify as American, as United States. So we get so many people that don't identify with that. In addition to the half the population, they've turned into thinking that we're the worst nation that ever existed, and just having hatred and self-loathing for who we are. See, that makes everything go easier for Klaus Schwab and his agenda. But things don't go as he hoped entirely, guys, because it's turned out that countries around the world and the elections that have been occurring recently have been turning more to the right politically and away from those kind of policies that Klaus Schwab might prefer. So he ain't getting what he wants. Now that's the good news. It's not all bad news. There is good news. There is good news. But if you're great and loving and you think of the electrical vehicles, electrical batteries, and lithium-ion cells being everywhere, just bear in mind there's a man who had a heart device explode on him because it actually caused, it had a thermal runaway of the batteries and it exploded. took him out, and the ensuing fire took out his 3-year-old daughter. And so the wife is suing the companies, the batteries, the pacemaker, and all of them. So just bear in mind, a lot of stuff is happening, guys, and don't be too trusting of these batteries. But once again, the good news is that Klaus Schwab is not getting what he wants. Klaus Schwab might get a clobber because the world is starting to wake up. That's the good news. The world is starting to wake up, and some people are getting other perspectives here. So, anyway, guys, I'm sitting here in Spring, Texas right now. I finally got done my sleigh job. And let me go back here and see what's in the chat room here as far as it'll let me scroll back up. All right, so Rodney says hi. So I'll go through the news first, because the people that watch us in the wee hours of the morning and people that will be watching us later, that's what they want. So I save the chitter chatter for later. And we're talking amongst ourselves. We're family here, so we do talk amongst us. It's peace on earth, goodwill toward all. That's what we're hoping for, Val. That's what we pray for. But for those that don't want that, is this information based on the news media? Collective art designs. I pull information from all over the world. And I'm not a fan of the mainstream media. If you don't know that about me, you don't know my channel. And if you're that critical, goodbye. You know, I'm tired of being that kind of stuff. Really am. Just unsubscribe and get the heck off my channel if you think that. Now, if you got an open mind and want to listen to me. Because I'm telling you and warning you, and the things I tell you are not stuff from the media. I risk being on this platform. Right now, this platform, this channel, is my sole source of income. I have to be very careful about what I say. But I say things that they don't like, and I get demonetized a lot because of that. So, you know, these little picky, are you a troll? Tell me, why do you come across here and ask me that? Why do you come, have you watched my other videos? I do cite some things I pull from news sources, but I'm also a member of 2 power grid defense organizations. There is a colonel in the House right now who does not like anything from the mainstream media. I guarantee you Colonel Cole has no use for anything coming out of the mainstream news media. And same with General Krosniak, who's been on my channel, and many others. I have military connections. I have connections from intelligence. I have connections from many other sources. And you're not going to see me on here talking trash like some people who claim, I got all these intelligence connections, and oh yeah, we're about to be hit by asteroids, and no one will be able to deny it. And a whole wave of them is about to hit us in just a few months. Now, I'm claiming years ago, and these same people come out every year and make these kind of claims. Oh, but my contacts in the intelligence community they're solid, and they tell me this, that, and the other. Nothing they say comes true. You don't hear that kind of junk from me, guys. So, pay attention. I'm trying to tell you what we're facing as a country. I'm trying to tell you what we're facing as a people. And telling you stuff like they want to take away our identity as a nation is putting me on thin ice on this platform. You don't get that out of the news media. You get stuff that's coming from me because I have understood stuff and I see what's going on in the world. So I'm trying, though, to tell you also that we're all being played. And that's what it's really about. And it's why we need to push for peace in our own way, why we need to share love, why we need to reach out to our children and educate them in a manner that's not what they're putting out to them today. You don't get that in the news media. You're getting me on this channel. Not ABC News, not CBS. You're not getting CNN or Fox News, which I tell you, they're all in the same league. Fox included. So you're not getting that from me. Now, I will sometimes cite some articles, but I also discern what I read when I'm reading these articles, and I read between the lines. Now, sometimes what I say on here is between the lines too, and you have to be able to interpret that, because like I said, this platform is not a free speech platform. I have to be very careful. There's certain things that people try to bait me to say, and some people get mad at me. Oh, Greg, you don't know about this. Oh, yeah, I know all about it, and I know a lot more than I can say. But there's things you can't say on here, and I don't say them because right now, this is my only source of income. At this moment, my day job is over. This is all I got. So have some understanding and listen to what I'm saying and read between the lines. Because if you watch my videos, if you go through them, you will understand that what I'm saying has nothing to do with the blather coming out of the news media. And the reason I bring you this stuff is the message. It's not what happened. It is not. Don't get caught up in all the day-to-day tit for tat. It's meaningless. I bring you this for the simple purpose to know you've really got to get serious with your prepping. And you got to get serious with being centered in your own life and making yourself right with your maker. Now, some of you don't believe that. That's fine. Believe whatever you want to believe. This is not a religious channel. I'm not here to tell you how to believe. But if you don't realize the seriousness of the world we're in today and what it means, then God help you. That's all I got to say. And nobody likes what I'm saying. I ain't got a single super chat tonight, so I guess y'all don't like me tonight. Anyway, and I've only got 144 thumbs up. In my last video, I only got 800 something viewers. You got to be kidding me. I talked about humility. You want to get that out of the news media? Oh my gosh, guys, come on. Humility? That's what we need more than anything. Humility, love. We need to change our perspective. But people don't want to hear the prepping channel. They want to hear, shoot them up. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to warn you that you're going to be facing some severe situations if things don't radically change. I don't see it changing. I see everything going to the worse. And I'm trying to get you guys ready. I'm trying to help you. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. But, the appreciation for that is, I always get somebody here asking questions like that. Oh, you're shelfing the news media. You think that? Oh, I hear that in a lot of comments. I get it. Or, you don't know this. I get that all the time. Oh, really? I know all about it. I just can't talk about it. This is YouTube. And they're trying to make it that way across the way. But if you listen to what I say, if you read between the lines, you will understand. And if you can't understand that, I can't help you. I can't help you. If you really can't get the gist of where we're going, if you can't pick up what I'm putting down, God help you. That's all I got to say. God help you. If you really feel that way and you're that aggravated at me, get out of here. Bye. We don't need you. Good luck out there in the world on your own, though. And good luck with your misguidance and delusion. Now, this kind of talk's going to get me in all kind of trouble, too. Especially a lot of my viewers and the platform itself, Guys, come on. Give me a break. I want to be positive here. It's Christmas. There's always got to be some smart aleck coming here. Oh, well, you're a shield from the news media. Or are you getting all your articles from the news media? Come on. You are obviously a newbie. Anyway, enough of that. That's what people are saying here. I have friends in Bethlehem. Know this firsthand. Oh, Sheila. Tell us more, Sheila. We need a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Seriously. What you need to be doing right now is being with your family, your friends. Love your family. Love your friends. We don't know how long we got on this world, but tell everybody you love them every chance you get. But I've also brought hope in here. It's not all despair. I've just told you that there are countries that are turning away from the House of Klaus all over the world. There are people who are waking up to this. They're turning away from where they're trying to drive us. We're like the cattle in the pen that's being loaded into the chute to go to the meat packers. Well, some of these cows are waking up to it. Or maybe we're the chickens in the chicken house on the catching day. Well, some of us are figuring out, hey, we got to get out of this house. So that's part of it. But guess what? A lot of people are waking up. Maybe not enough yet, but it only takes 10% of our population to make dramatic changes. And I was reading a few years ago, we were already a little over 11%. You look what happened with the Bud Light. Yeah, we've got power, guys. There's more of us than there is of them. Just keep that in mind. There's more of us than there is of them. And I do have a super chat. Hey, somebody give me a super chat. Let me scroll down. See who it was. Somebody loves me tonight. All right, boy, I got to scroll. Wait a minute, we got a lot of messages. There's a lot of people responding to my little rant here. Sorry about that, guys. I hate ranting. But let's see who it was. Soulless Joe Survival. Amen, Greg. We do need to prep. Amen. That is, I'm bringing to you guys. That is the purpose of this. The purpose of what I'm saying isn't to repeat anything out of the news media. It's just to wake you guys up. And so that you will also, now, most of you are woke up now. This gives you something, a tool at your disposal. You can share with your friends, your family. Say, guys, we're in a world of hurt. Look at this video. Do you guys do that? You share the videos and say, hey, we need to do something, guys. We need to get ready and watch this video. How about sharing one of my videos? Because my viewership is going down. I'm losing subscribers every day right now and have been for about 3 months. So, I could use some help. I could use some help in that regard. Share the videos. Share what I'm bringing to you guys. And give me some more thumbs up, because the algorithms are beating me to pieces. And it really helps me when you give me more thumbs up. It helps me when you go into the videos I post and leave comments to them, put likes on them, and comment to other people's comments, These things are all helpful. Fear tactics aren't, let's see, collective art design says, fear tactics aren't they sublime? I don't follow you there. Fear tactics are usually overt, but it can be either way. So I don't know what you mean by that. Jeremy Guthrie, Merry Christmas, Northeast Oklahoma Coffee Club here. There you go. So we're our morning watchers. Hope you're well. Look like you're in a hotel or Alabama. No, I'm at my daughter's house. So, none of the above. I'm somewhere in the outskirts of Planet Houston. So, thank you for sharing that, New Days. Rodney's in the house. Rodney is a great knife smith, guys. He is awesome. Ace Madero, good to see you, Ace. Ho, ho. Halo. Santa Greg, there you go. Greg, you look great as Santa. I am Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Anyway, just heard your message tonight. Hope you're doing better. Talking to Granny. Okay, yeah, hope so. Anyway, let's see here. All right, JoJo, Merry Christmas to you. Like dagger status, Rodney. Jason Smith, the former president wanted those troops out. The enemies of humanity left them there. There you go. Yeah, why are we there? Now, do you hear that in the news media? No. I've said that many times, though. Why are we even there? Don't get that in the news media. Come on, guys. Jeez. And you just quote in the news media? You just quote articles? There are other channels who are bigger than me and far more popular than me that I've seen articles, I know darn well they're reading them verbatim, which is actually illegal. That's copyright. I don't know how they get away with it. Bigger channels, more popular than mine, they're in the prepping community where the guys will actually pull up articles and read them verbatim. I ain't doing that. Never done that. Sometimes I'll show you articles. I'll show you, but I use them as a sampling, just as talking points. I don't read the articles, and I don't always agree with it. In fact, quite often I don't agree with the articles, guys, and I bring you insights other than what the article is saying. Often there's a counterpoint, and sometimes I use the articles as an example of what stupidity there is out there, as much as anything else. Anyway, all right, enough of that. That announcement is new to me, Greg. The U.S. base has been attacked. Yes, Rodney. But we've had like 100 attacks on our guys. Very few leading to any injuries, but doesn't have injuries. It's just a matter of time that happens, and we weren't reacting at all. And a lot of people wanted to know why. So there you go. So Mad Cow Perkins, how you doing, buddy? S. Lee, the Cold Moon, Loki, the Frost Giants, or the Cult of Death season, winter solstice. Yes, yes. Randy, it's been a struggle, but I'm kicking. Good to know you're kicking. 78, 7 the South and 8 the Hourglass. That's an interesting number. Where's the 78 at, S. Lee? And we have an Ace Lee and an S. Lee. Interesting. Thumbs up. Thank you there, JoJo. And Juanita says, So much hate in the world. Sadly, we never will have peace. Not, that's why I tell you guys to shine your love light in the world. We got to start with ourselves and spread it out like a pebble dropping in the pond, letting the ripples go out. 19 years ago today, Boxing Day, Indian Ocean. Oh yeah, well that's 19 years ago today. Wow, 30-meter tsunami. Yeah, that was awful. So you never know when the next shoe's going to drop from Mother Nature or from mankind. The sun, oh yeah, the sun's got some huge sunspots on the other side that are being seen by our rovers on Mars right now. Very big sunspots. We're at risk for a solar flare. Of course, the solar flare could be an excuse for somebody to MP us too, also. So the sun will get us if mankind don't. Eventually, the sun will get us. It'll take us out, our power grid. But it could be that the powers that be or the enemy might choose to use that to their advantage. Oh yeah, they're expecting the sunspot here. So let's just juice it up a little bit. Everybody think the sun did it. How they measure proportional? Very subjective, Tom. However they want to. That's the answer. However they want to. So, yeah. That was probably the least I've ever relaxed on a Christmas. I tried, but I failed. That's sad, Rick Toes. That is sad that we can't relax on Christmas. Just spend time with your family. Try to get away from this stuff. That's why my video this morning had nothing to do with all this mess. I just talked about humility, which I think is very important. Competing future pipelines. Already know the number of rebellion. Bashar al-Assad. Yeah, I almost missed a stray kitten. They have bigger plans for them. Yes. I feel that about 2024 exactly. And I'm back way up in the chat, so I might be missing some. Oh, I've got some more super chats. Wow. Just let me come back down here. All right, I need a praying granny. I need like 2 chat rooms open so I can see everything. I think I can. All right, so guys. Yeah, well, I'm about to be back in Alabama, so I can get all my computer stuff set up and watch you guys and be on top of what's happening in the chat room a little faster as I'm doing other things. So, good to see you, stray kitten. All wars about land, oil, things like that. Really all wars are banker wars. They always profit no matter what. So let me go there and see who else give me a super chat. So that's be hard to catch back to all the chitter chatter, but I'll come back up and catch some of it. We saw the Solus. All right, wait. Here's another. Mineral water. Okay, $10. MINRLWTR. It's mineral water. I will just say Merry Christmas and prepper fiction writer. Oh, okay. Are you a prepper fiction writer? That's cool. Maybe I need you on the channel one day. Okay. MTL Gin. It's MT Gin. Okay, Mountain Gin. MT, I don't know. MT Gin. $20. Merry Christmas from Montana. Oh, Montana. Okay. Montana. Got it. Montana Gin. Merry Christmas from Montana. So thankful for all you do. Well, thank you, MT Gin. There's some more. Thank you, Mineral Water. Thank you, Solus Joe Survival. Let's see what else we got in here. There's more. Awesome. Yeah, this has got to be more because I'm seeing the amount going up. That's great. All right. XA Man 2020. Australia, I guess. New subscriber from Australia. Well, salute to you. $2.99 Australian. Well, thank you. There's going to be some more. Let's see. Awesome. I love you. I love that, guys. Feeling the love now. That's appreciated. All right, somebody got taken up by New Days. And she only takes people out who are rude. And the people are using adult and stuff like that, real troll. This is very selective. So if she takes somebody out, they deserved it. All right, guys, let me go back up and see some of the other chat messages I've missed here. And a lot of Merry Christmas. I do want to say Merry Christmas. Granny just sick. I'm out of the hospital, but it's a long road ahead. Well, bless you, Granny. Hope you're eating right. Good to see Harnick Farms, windy in here. Excuse me. Or so much from Gray. He can teach you if you can listen. Well, thank you, Matt Armitage. And that's just it. A lot of people come here and close mind. You know, they're the first thing, oh, and this guy, somebody will watch my video for 2 minutes and just sit and make all the decisions in the world that they know everything about this channel. You got to be kidding me. I get that all the time. It's like, and people will think I'm about this and I'm totally not about something else. They'll just make snap judgments in the first 2 minutes, or they'll read the title of the video. And I post a lot of times on my Facebook, and people will read the title of the video, and they'll automatically know everything the video is about, and they're usually completely wrong. They'll make all kind of comments on Facebook, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, really? You didn't watch this video at all. So it's like, wow. So people get so far out. Let's say it's old as his old as dirt and the Watchman. Oh, hi. Oh, I misread that. How old is it? Old as dirt is here. Okay, very good. And Watchman, I hadn't seen old as dirt in a while. Glad to have you here. Nippy FL 4L. No, Nippy NF 4L. Thank you for that. You're a blessing. Merry Christmas. Hey, I appreciate that, guys. So, Merry Christmas, boss, says Doc P. Well, thank you, sir. A ton of us who took oaths to protect this land against enemies, both foreign and domestic. Yes, and I'm one of them. And it is both foreign and domestic. And right now, the latter is way up on the radar, guys. Don't feed the trolls, Bubba. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that maybe she was educatable, but who knows. But if she's not educated, I tell her to go bye-bye. But this is a freedom of speech. I mean, come here and say anything you want to. But Dad, I can also say anything I want. Well, I allow freedom in the speech in the chat. But, it's not, the platform itself is not freedom of speech. But, within the bounds of what the platform allows, and within the bounds of keeping it clean, because this is a family channel. So that's what I demand of everybody. Keep it clean. Don't come in here throwing out adult stuff. Don't come in here cussing. And do respect other people in here if you can. We're not here to attack people. I did mention some other channels today, but I didn't name them. Just talking about some of the stuff that people put out there. And, just kind of information. So I try to bring you good information, guys, the best I can. My husband had a flu and have been trying not to be as hard on your primary. Oh, yeah, I see, Matt. Yeah, if you're a primary health giver, that's a big challenge. All right. Cha-Cha. How you doing, Cha-Cha? Arnold. Merry Christmas. Hey, Arnold. How you doing? So, Stan's in here. Well, we got a lot of, there's old as dirt. Oh, there you are. Saying, not Watchman's. Oh, Watchman's already leaving. Okay, well, thank you for joining us, Arnold Smith. Sasquatch. Oh, what was that a response to? Be careful. All the hospital was full of respiratory patients. Yeah, it means it's a place you could catch bugs. That's the risk of going in. Slapjack, it's all good. Yeah, in the end. Guys, in the end, we win. But the problem is getting from there to here. You get from here to there. We're going to lose people. Ed says, I found Greg through Wheelbarger, but, okay. Yeah, he has a different way of running things. I'm not here to judge other channels in that regard. Every channel has their own style. That's his business, how he does it over there. I'm a little bit more freedom of speech oriented over here. That's all I'm going to say about that. Not here to attack him, but, we just have a different style. That's all it boils down to. But I do try to respect people, respect differences of opinion, because I'm the president of the Freedom Restoration Foundation. and I promote freedom. I'd be a hypocrite if I come across any other way. And I try not to be a hypocrite. So, if y'all find me being hypocritical, remind me. Help me out. I've had a couple of people give me a little help from time to time. Sometimes, we're all human. We all need help from time to time. So, for our humanness, anyway, house full of people. Yeah, we got a good crowd here tonight for our freedom. There you go, Harnett Farms. Freedom. We believe in freedom. And the Moses, it's getting more important for young women who drive to and from work alone to have the tools in a person, says informed person in my family. Yes, tools of self-defense. That might include things like sprays. But then also you might need some nugs with some kibbles if it gets real serious. Now, you got to be a long-term subscriber to my channel to understand the usage of that word. What is a nug? Take that word and boop, do that to it. And a kibble is what you feed your pet nug. And happiness is a one. Have you hugged your nug today? Hey, we got a super chat here. Another one from Mineral Water. I guess that's the way to say that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, Greg, sorry for the commercial. It's Ron Foster. You know me, publisher. Oh, okay, over 70 books in the prepper. Hey, Ron. Okay. 70 bucks. Yeah, we need to talk, Ron. Mineral Water, Ron Foster. All right, very good. All right, Maine. So, salute to Ron Foster, Mineral Water. 70 books. Guys, look him up. Look him up. Check it out, guys. Look up Ron Foster. Check out his books. A lot of stuff there. Maine is trying to remove Trump from our ballots. Oh, my gosh. See, guys, you know what? Biden has treated other countries very poorly for removing candidates in opposition parties. Yes, Biden himself has attacked and treated other countries poorly for doing that, but yet they do it here. We're becoming like a banana republic, but that's what they want. Banana republic. You believe in Trump, or you agree with him or not, removing him in this fashion is... Do they want a civil war? I mean, that's what you really got to ask. I started to do a whole video on that and I may yet. Do they really want a civil war? Yes. Why? Because this country stands for freedom. We're what stands between Klaus Schwab and his dreams. But the world's waking up, so we won't be alone in this, hopefully, for too long. Yeah, missing Samuel Turner, Diamond Rexley. Yeah, we're Samuel Turner tonight. We got old Fort Bragg, though. Samuel Turner. Well, you know what? Maybe these people are having Christmas with their families, or maybe they had a real good Christmas dinner, and they're out asleep. And if that's the case, good. Then they did what they really ought to do today, is spend some time with the family and enjoy it. I was pretty drowsy myself after having a nice Christmas dinner with the family here. I got to admit that, but I drank some coffee so I could get you guys. I live by coffee. My cousins are nurses. Avoid doc office. Yeah, exactly, C-Mac, because there's all kind of bugs going around. All kinds of bugs. Rodney, hey, Greg, you keep coming and going in the video. Well, that's odd. That's probably because I'm live streaming from my phone. Sasquatch Man, I've seen his books. Well, good. I'm sorry, guys. When I get back to Bama, the signals will be better. They will be better. Missing Cowgirl in Arizona. She was in here last night. She was in was it last night? Whenever I did my last live stream, she was in it. And she actually came out to my house bill project, her and her man, and helped out a couple times. They drove all the way up from Tucson. Big drive for them. So my hat's off to them. That's huge. Esley, his religious practice honest, which he stated more than once. Oh, talking about Okay, whatever. Sloppy Joe works for Z. Oh, yeah. So, Chitty Dow, Merry Christmas to you. Maine has the unconstitutional ranked choice voting, which is bad enough. Well, you're on a liberal side of the equation up there. It's 1 o'clock tonight. Okay, see you back. Yeah, me no can do things with too much alcohol. I can't drink hardly, just barely, a little bit every once in a while. I think last year at Christmas I bought a 6-pack of Guinness because I made the Guinness Book of World Records many years ago, and I drank 2 of them and haven't touched any since. There's still 2 in the refrigerator, and 2 fell out, rolled in the floor, and busted. And so far this Christmas, I haven't touched any. So, I'm just not big on it. It causes my heart to go, so it scares me. Found Waldo, 5 by 5, good. Judy says, Merry Christmas, Jason and all. Had ribeye steak and snow crab for dinner. That's very good. All right. CMAX retracted the statements. Let's see, the thing they were mandating, and oh yeah, hard neck, yep. I get P pneumonia if I catch the flu. It's not good. So you made me cough. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't make me cough. Develop situational awareness. Discipline your mind and tongue. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. And listen with all your sense. Amen, S. Lee. So, mineral water. Talk to us. Tell us what you would have people do as preppers in this season of challenge that we're living in today. My brother-in-law got to see, and the doc said, be careful, it can turn into, Juanita, I'm so scared of getting sick. I'm hibernating. I know people have done that. That's not a bad choice. Limit your exposure. I just checked in. It's after midnight here in Texas. Is he still alive? Yeah, I'm still alive here. It's only 44 minutes after midnight. And I'm in Texas too. All right, Greg, you can make beer bread with old beer. Oh, that's true. Just give me meds, not looking forward to the hacking coughs. Okay, Tom. So like cold beer with smoked fish. Well, okay, I ain't got anything against you having it. I'm just telling you, I can't do it much. Just it hits me. He said 18 cans of beer a night. Been dry for 5 months. We got for you, Rodney. Yeah, that'll take a toll on you, buddy. That will hit your health. It'll take a big toll. So I'm glad you've been dry for a few months there. Healing prayers. Yeah. So has anyone in spring asked if you were Santa? Well, I only walked through the community one time today. But I get that question. I get kids, even when I'm not dressed like that. I get kids in stores sometimes. They look at me, Santa. I get that. Methyl blue is the parent molecule to hydroxychloroquine. Oh, I didn't know that. Methyl blue. I've heard methyl blue is good stuff. Hydroxychloroquine? Yeah, I've had some of that. Gotta be careful what I say in here, though. I take prenatal vitamins along with zinc. Oh, yeah, zinc is good. Sambuki, yeah, the elderberry. Yes, I've talked about the elderberry. I actually did a video on elderberry. And when I got sick out in Arizona back a few weeks ago, I went straight to that, and it knocked that out in a couple of days. Zinc and elderberry. So my screen is frozen. Pastor friend had the procedure. Ooh, no, yeah, I gotta be careful. I can't repeat that, but well, I've had a friend who is no longer with us, guys. What can I say? Soccer game, kicked over. Elderberry's amazing. I grow elderberries. Yeah, they're on my farm in Alabama. I don't know if I can get them going in Arizona, maybe with some water. Take some roots out there. Oh, it takes out prions? That's good to know. Are you serious? Methyl blue takes out prions? That, considering all the stuff going around in deer and the way they're spreading this stuff, that's good to know. Do we have anything to back that up about methyl blue and prions? That I'd like to know more about. Sweets help don't do it for sweets. Yeah, well, sweets, sugar is like gasoline for cancer. For that, when I'm this traveling thing I've been doing lately, I've had a lot more carbs than I usually do by a long shot. But before I did that, I was on a very low carb regime. I lost some weight. I haven't gained it back yet, but if I don't change, it'll help. Oysters high in zinc, capers high in zinc. Activators, you need to get zinc in the cells, but also wear a scarf so I never get sick. Hey, stray kitten, I had to make my own scarf out in Arizona. Sometimes, yeah, you got to protect the throat and the chest. It's getting too cold. For alcohol, Rick, LOL. All right, I wrote a science fiction called Apocalypse Apothecary that cited medical history and a few lab tests. All right, folks, look that up. Apocalypse Apothecary. For when you're left with nothing but roots and herbs. Now, I've done videos on wild medicinals, and I've covered most of the stuff in the eastern forest. But hopefully I'll be expanding that and talking about stuff in the western environment, the desert, very soon. I got some learning to do on myself first. Well, thank you, JoJo. What kind of scarf? You'd be surprised how I come up with a scarf. All right, it's all about fresh garlic, but no but survives garlic. Okay. Well, I definitely have grown plenty of garlic. I hope my garlic at home is not dead from freezing or I had it hanging to dry. You got to be careful though when you take annuals that come out of regular gardens that are purported to be high in any kind of mineral. Because if they don't put rock dust or wood chips or something in the soil that's drawn from deep in the ground to replenish those minerals, they ain't there. Because a lot of our soil's been depleted of minerals because they don't refertilize the minerals typically. They use NPK macronutrient fertilizers. The micronutrients are needed. Now, if there are certain ocean compounds on that, C80 is one that some people use for fertilizer. Kelp, that's another way because you're pulling a lot of this stuff out of the ocean too. Granny, looking forward to the information, Gigi. There you go. Yeah, bug, I got it. Black sheep, that's what it meant, bugs. Space squirrels in the house, very good. All right, so garlic, celery, carrots, onions make a broth that's so delicious to sip with some oregano, thyme, and rosemary. But again, guys, you need to fertilize your gardens with rock dust or something like that. Azomite's a very popular rock dust. You can buy just about anywhere that's got real good mineral content, but if you can't find azomite in any rock dust, it beats nothing. Or wood chips, because trees pull from deep down. Another thing where you'll get a lot of those micronutrients is tree nuts. Again, because trees pull from deep down. All right, so we got Tiffany. Which Tiffany we got? Let me scroll back. Tiffany Harrison. Hey, good to see you. Bless you. All right. I thought it might be Tiffany. We have Tiffany Harmon in the house. So let me go back up. I want to read something way back up. So it's still here. Guys, so I will encourage everybody, check out Ron Foster's books. Look them up. Just look them up. There'll be a lot of good stuff in there. Jesse Mills, good to see you, Jesse. Says, our hot toddies are good, sweet with real honey and lemon. Yeah, but I can't do, if I do a shot of alcohol, I'm going to have my heart going to the racetrack next day. I just can't do it anymore. Not me. Might be good for other people. All right, oregano wild is a great oil. Okay, Wendy. Bill Bradford, Merry Christmas to everyone. Granny Hardneck, I want to buy what I am screenshotting. Okay. Roll Tide. There you go. Roll Tide. Hey, you know what? What's the colors for Tide? Red and white. Yule Tide. Roll Tide. There's some connections, guys. Ho, ho, ho. Anyway, yes, roll tide. Roll tide, roll. Roll tide, Yule tide. Don't have to do alcohol. Okay, Jesse. So what else you put in a hot toddy? Excuse me. Oh yeah, she's got a lot of plant remedies. I know Judy does. Judy sent me some stuff too. She sent me something for your ocular migraines that I get. The first time I did it, it knocked. You said sniff it, and I sniffed it, and it knocked ocular migraine right out, instantly out, dissolved. But I've had them since, and it didn't always help, but that was kind of amazing. Gave up drinking, best thing I ever done. Well, good for you, Hill Walker. Yeah, it's that stuff really messes you up. It takes your health in many ways, many ways. It attacks all your cells. It's not good for you. Just use that for dough. There you go. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I don't mind cooking with it at all. Just can't. So it cooks the alcohol out. I just can't be drinking hardly any. Very, very little. If I was to drink enough to get a buzz, I'd be in big trouble the next day. Big trouble. So I'm scared of it. I'm just scared of it. That's probably a good thing. But Vicks in my nostrils daily and a bit of tonic water. I've never had a trouble with my family. Yeah, I got to get me some more Vicks. And there used to be another brand called Solstice or something like that. It used to be kind of green. I haven't seen that in years. My grandmother used to use that. Was it Solstice? Y'all remember what I'm talking about? Yeah, Vicks has been around forever. And I saw another application for something to use Vicks for a couple days ago. Well, not what we normally do with it. It's some other application for Vicks. Oh, it stops bed bugs and spiders. That's what it was. Vicks allegedly stops creepy crawlies. And something else, cinnamon is really good for you. Now they're saying cinnamon may help prevent dementia. But cinnamon, rats don't like it. It's got tons of health benefits, but rats can't stand it. So take some cinnamon powder and put it around areas where you don't want the rats to be. You know, that might be a good thing to do. I put 1/3 tonic water and 2/3 sparkling water. Oh, okay. Then maybe that's what I could use in lieu of the witch hazel. Yeah, I see some witch hazel mixed with alcohol. I wonder what they do. I'm not sure why they do that. So I need to stock up on whiskey and vodka. Well, it's a good barter item. And you can treat wounds with it. Green jar on West Coast. Mentholathium. I hadn't heard that, but that may be the same stuff. Cinnamon is good for blood sugar. Yeah. Gardenia, says Judy. Very good, Judy. Judy, hope you and your daughter are doing well. Judy is looking after her grandboy. Good for her. -2 degrees C in western Alberta and no snow on the ground. Wow. Yeah, well, I've seen plenty of cold weather and snowflake with no snow too. Below freezing. Yes, sir. 12 degrees F is colder than that. So that's what I've seen in the past. Now, some people are having, having a friend in Minnesota where they usually have a white Christmas and they're getting rain today. So bless them. I think Alabama got a bunch of rain today. The rain was here yesterday, and it was in snowflake. I just got out of snowflake before it hit there. Anyway, we were so happy. There you go, Judy. Yeah, I'm happy for you. That's great. That's great. Good for your grandson. Well, it makes me pea blue. You talking about that methyl blue? I need to check that out. I've been hearing about it for some time. Where do you get that stuff? All right, what's that? Somebody said 19. 19 degrees in Heber, Arizona. Hey, Eddie, that's close to a snowflake. Heber is just west of Snowflake. Yes, sir. Heber, Arizona. How you doing, Eddie? I'll be back out there not too long. I just left there. I'll be back soon. since mid-August. I've only spent 3 weeks that I wasn't in Arizona. Merry Christmas, Greg. Best wishes. Alice Van Bergen. I hope I said that right. So, Artist Moa, Anua, Sweet Annie, Sweet Wormwood. Used for malaria. Oh, okay. Northern Minnesota. We got snow overnight. We had a white Christmas. Good for you, Space Girl. Glad to hear that. I got a friend in Minnesota who was telling me that they was getting rain. He might have been further down the state than you. So he's the guy that sent me. He had the 3D printer that built my SpaceX Starship rockets. You'll see when I'm back out in Alabama. Anyway, guys. Jesuit bark is also good for malaria. Good stuff. You won't regret looking into it. There you go. Green Greg's Merry Christmas. We made it home from San Diego. 61 here in Trenton. Oh, wow. Trenton, Florida. 61. Hey, I used to live in Trenton, Alabama, which was up in the Paint Rock Valley. And Paint Rock Valley was named Paint Rock because they had a lot of stones that made flint. Actually, flint. They had flint there, and they needed all manner of colors of flint, and they needed to make arrowheads out of it. And you find chippings all over the fields. They made arrowheads right there, and they'd ship them out probably entirely made, or sometimes they'd ship the rocks out. My place in Arizona's got a lot of flint on it. So I've only seen native flint in two places, Paint Rock Valley, mainly on Skyland Mountain, and in my property in Arizona. It's all two places I found native flint. I found chert rock. Chert is very similar to flint. Yeah, you can nap it the same way. Seed catalogs. There you go. Well, check out my links to True Leaf Market and my Patriot Supply, guys. I'm probably not posting it only here tonight. I did do a video uploader today because I am working out of my daughter's place. So I've got a little bit more ability to do computer stuff. But it does take some time to do all that. I got to hit the hay. I should be getting my van out of the shop tomorrow. My van I've been living in for the past umpteen months blew the transmission just 68 miles south of here, north of here. And it's in a shop right now. So it cost me some money to get my van back, but I need to get that fixed so I can get on the road and get back to Alabama. Never been to Buffalo River in Arkansas. Might have crossed it. I've crossed Arkansas many times, but actually been to it, like to it, no. I drove over it, but I don't think that counts. It's kind of like flying in and out of Charles de Gaulle Airport and suddenly you've been to France. I've been in and out of Charles de Gaulle. I've flown over France, but saying I've been to France, yeah, I don't think it counts. I don't think airports count. Even flying over really don't count. Same way with driving. Thank you for sharing that, New Days. Cha-cha, straight hitting. No, is it worth watching? Oh, is it worth watching? What's she saying? Hill Walker. Oh, okay, I already read that. Save seeds. They yeah, they do. They acclimate to your climate, especially if you save the seeds from the better crops, the better fruiting plants. Those are the ones that acclimated the best, and you get those genes going. Anyway, down by the wash. That's right. I've been the man in the van down by the wash because I didn't have a river. Man in the van down by the wash. I feel the crud, so I'm headed to bed. Oh, that's a good idea. Get you some rest there. C-Mac. Okay, we got Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Oh, that's a good one. Say the seed. Yes, I just caught your name there. I believe there's been a couple of people say that Indian tonic water is good for cramps. Straight hit. I don't want to see the new documentary, The Falls of Minnesota, about Derek. No, I haven't seen that. All right, guys. I think it's time to call it a night. We've covered a lot of ground here. And we talked about some of the key points in news. A lot of other stuff going on, but tonight I'm kind of focusing on the Mideast because it's really escalating over there, and that's the Holy Land, and this is the time. It's holy in three religions, and three Abrahamic religions, that is, and it's a land that we should be, it should be the source of peace, not war, but it is the source of war. And of course, that's kind of all allegedly foretold in a certain letter written by a certain general by the name of Pike, supposedly, allegedly, back in 1871. Interesting. Three WWs. That's what you see a lot of times, guys. Really weird stuff. Really weird stuff. I don't know. What I do know is we're in perilous times. What I do know is we don't give up, though. We keep working. We keep hoping. Don't give up, but prep. Be ready. A hammock camp when hiking. I sleep with a war bonnet hammock with outdoors bottles, quilts, works. That's great, Hill Walker. Yeah, I've got some of those hammocks. Keep your eyes open on the, So that's just it, guys. Sleeper cells in this country, we don't know what's going to happen. As we approach war with countries like Iran, Iran has sleeper cells here. China has sleeper cells here. Cross your fingers, guys, and pray. We've never seen anything like that in this country. Just be ready. Get ready. Excuse me. So any idea how much it's going to cost to fix the black hole? Black hole? What black hole is that, Arnold? The biggest preps needs to be the Lord. There you go, Harnick. That's what I tell people. Get right with your maker. I said that. Snowing here now. Scan family, how you doing? They said we weren't going to get any in south central Kansas. Don't think they know. Well, that's interesting to know. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all you super chatters. Thank you so much. Thank you, mods. I see you've been kind of busy tonight. Hey, look, we got 252 thumbs up already. Without a whole lot of begging for thumbs up. So we're only two shy of the number of people in the room. So please, everyone, help my channel by giving a thumbs up on your way out. Your van's training. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. My van is in training surgery right now. Hope I get it back in the morning. Believe it or not, they worked on it today, but they didn't get it done. Black hole that CERN opened the RIP space-time continuum open and allow certain clown world to occur. Well, that's what some people think. I don't know about that, guys. But anyway, whatever. Despite all the dimensions, the universe, multiverse that we live in, all of them were created by the same creator. There's a greater creator from whence all comes. And the greater creator is in charge. So there may be mayhem occurring down here in various corners and pockets and time and space. But just keep your hopes, guys. And stay focused. That's the main thing to know. Stay focused. The greater creator is ultimately in charge. So, but don't mean we won't have hard times along the way. Look what the Romans did to Christians, Don't ever think there won't be hard times. But be hard, be prepared, be centered, be right with your maker. I always tell people that you love them. Don't lose the chance to do it. This is the best season for that. This is the time you ought to be going out of your way to see your friends and family and let them know you love them. You're going to have a good 2024 because you've got certain things improved there, Judy. I hope we all will. But 2024's got a lot of challenges. CERN does not eat a lot of energy. Well, there you go. And how does it spend so much energy? So we got black holes and natural particle accelerators in space that do a lot more than CERN is capable of. So, I don't know, guys. Nightman's wife, your hubby, okay. Let's see, December, the longest night, dark rules month. Yeah, we're kind of in that period, guys, but we'll be coming out of it. Methyl blue is like DMSO. Yeah, I've had some DMSO. Good to have in your preps. Hey, where did I get that methylene blue? I need to find me some of that methylene blue. Prayers sent for Nightman's wife. What's going on with your husband? I missed something. Let me scroll back up. Nightman's wife needs some healing prayers for the hubby. He spent all day in the ER. Oh my gosh. Double vision in the right eye. Ow. Not a stroke. All right. Prayers for Nightman's wife, everyone. Fermi Labs in Illinois. It is. You still got work for that. He got an appointment with Nero and eye doctor. Nero? Oh, Neuro. Fish stores carry me them. Okay, fish stores got methylene blue. Okay, guys, let's do this. We haven't done this in a while. Let's do a prayer tonight. What better time to pray than on Christmas? We're praying because we're family. It's not a religious channel prayer. We're going to pray for each other, for those among you who need help. Nightman's wife, Judy's had health challenges, and she's taken on some new big things. New Days is still recovering from surgery. Randy Bly, actually, I got a Christmas message from Randy Bly today, so I think he's doing better, but let's pray for Randy Bly, the Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Let's pray for Granny Lana. She is really struggling to recover. And, of course, her granddaughter, Kaylee. And who else should we pray for, guys? Help me out. Who else should we be praying for? We got our standards, people we pray for. By the way, the very first person we ever prayed for on this channel was Judy, because she had the bug, and she had it real bad back in the day. She did recover. So well, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you for that. So, yeah, I still got to get home. My van is in tranny surgery. Yikes. Anyway, fish grade is not safe. USP grade, very safe. Okay. Where'd I find it? There, Roland. I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs. I thought it was 4 come out of the mouth of the dragon. Let me go back and look at this, Lee. I believe that's 4, not 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but I think that's 4 unclean spirits. I heard you talk earlier. I wish it hadn't been cut off at the end. Well, I was almost done. The problem was my battery died on that camcorder. It told me it had 52 minutes and only lasted 9. I can't find mother camcorder or the charger for it. So that was pretty much all she wrote for that. Anyway, healing powers all those in need. There you go, Rodney. Scan. Oh, the Scan family. Okay, let's pray for the Scan family. And we can pray for those that aren't in here tonight. Maybe they need our help. All the ones that Arnold pointed out earlier. Arnold's good at noticing who's not here. Samuel Turner being one. Cowgirl, she's probably okay. She was in last night, I believe, the previous night we were on here. Anton, you need help. Okay, Anton. So, let's do that. Let's do our little prayer session. Like I said, we're not a religious channel. We're family here. Family prays for family. So we're going to just do a moment of, if you don't believe in prayer, just a moment of silence is going, and everybody asks you to pray according to your own way of praying. And somebody puts a prayer request in here, and just remember that. And if you see it after you've done your little prayer, you can always pray as we go to bed, guys. I believe that, in a good book it says that when two or more agree, you can make it so. That's why we got to start banding together, guys. That was the basis of our very first prayer sessions. The idea of the power in group prayer. Arnold is very observant. He's very good at that. He's a smart guy. All right, Scan. Thanks for everyone. Been a rough year for family, sister-in-law, her grandson, our grandson, and me. Oh, all diagnosed with cancer. Oh my gosh. Technically, the screens of the script. People are just substituting them from reality. American first. There you go, Wesley. Can't wake up. Hey, Folger's wrath. All right. So let's do it. Let's say a little prayer. Oath is with the people. There you go. Exactly, Escalate. All right, everyone. Let's stop for a moment of prayer here, and remember those in need. Also, pray for world peace. There's no peace in the sight right now, but that don't mean we can't help bring it about. So let's pray for world peace. That's one of the best objectives for a holiday such as this. No more timely than that. All right, let's do it. So, cha-cha. Okay, let's pray now. Amen. Also, go into prayer. Do so with some gratitude too. Be thankful for the things that we do have. And I did a video earlier today about humility. And that kind of goes along with it, guys. Humility is important. Jesus Christ was born in a manger. Now, Vicky talks, Savage came in and said, well, he came from a high of strong blood. That's true, but he was still born in a manger. I never said he was a nobody, but what I did say was that he had humility. And humility is the opposite of pride. And pride was the sin of the most beautiful angel that ever existed, the light, Lucifer. Light's supposed to be good, but the light turned to darkness in that case. So, because of pride. Pride goeth before destruction. So, watch that video if you haven't watched it. We got 251 people in here. Share that video. Because people need to see that. Sometimes I do videos about inspiration or just things that we need to know as life lessons. And I chose Christmas as a good opportunity to talk about something because I'm always telling you guys about hatred and how putrid that is. Well, there's other things we need to deal with too. Pray for peace in Jerusalem. Amen. All right. So, Merry Christmas to all. Have a wonderful day. Amen. Hope your husband gets better. And go back some regrets. Thank you for sharing that. Keep me safe, oh Lord. You gotta take refuge. Hey, there's Vicky. There you go, Vicky. Good to see you. Far better to humble yourself than to be humiliated. Amen. Vicky's always got some good sayings. Yeah, she's a wise lady. A lot of good sayings. Hey there, Alaska Soul. Merry Christmas. There you go. Good to see you in the house, Alaska Soul. Alrighty, folks. Remember what Jesus said, to be armed, so you're cloaked by a sword. Guys, be ready. Be ready. That's what I'm telling you. Be ready. Be prepared. Be prepared for the worst. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. And you got to prepare not just physically, not just what you got, it's a mental thing. State of mind. If you don't have your state of mind there, you'll be caught in catatonic shock when things happen to be. Deer in the headlight. Don't be the deer in the headlight. The one way to not be the deer in the headlight is to think about the bad things that could happen. So that if they do happen, you won't be just in shock. I don't mean you to dwell on them. Don't invite it into your life. But just to be aware. And be aware of your surroundings. Stay situation aware. Look around you at all times. Know what's coming. Be situation aware. I'm not even prepped for the best. Well, do what you can, stray kid. If it's nothing but buying an extra can of beans or a box of ramen noodles, it all helps. Top knot. Yeah, I haven't seen top knot in a while. There you go. Ho, 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 Roy. All right. So, catching the live on my lunch. Hey, there you go. You must be on the other side of the world. ER never closed. Oh, you're in the ER. Yeah, you can be anywhere then. So, Wazar, good to see you. Carol, yes, thank you. Alrighty, folks. And do remember that, my buddy Rex Bear says, be the change you want to see. That's good advice. I kind of take it to the step, one of the biggest problems in the world is the hatred we have. And of course, I just talked about humility. But I always like to tell you guys, of course, I tell you to keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel. That's being situation aware. That's why we're all swivel heads here. But I also tell you, the guys, that as light dispels, there's light over the ceiling here. As light dispels darkness, love dispels hate. This is one way you can be the change you want to see, is to go out and be kind. Spread love wherever you can. Shine your love light in the world. And join the Survival Tribe Network, which New Days just shared a link for, which had a website developed by Night Owl at great expense. Thank you, Granny. So, and with that, 111 is your angels. Okay, with that, guys, I'm going to say to one and all, good night. Good night to one and all. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Greg out.